everyone, it's Alison Sullivan. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia on the west coast of Canada. So welcome. I'm just going to make sure that I am broadcasting okay, that you guys can hear me. That looks good. And I'm live on YouTube, so that's good. So just wait for some folks to pop on and then we'll get started with today's card. Thanks for joining me. If you're joining me live, I appreciate that. And I realize that sometimes you can't because you may be busy or from another part of the world. So if you're watching me on a replay, please leave a comment. I do love to read them. Hi, Cindy. How are you? You're over on YouTube. Yay. Great. Okay. You can hear me okay over there, I hope. Hello, Keisha, darling. How are you? You can hear me. I'll just wait a minute. I don't want to wait too long. We'll just wait a minute because people do pop on and we'll get started soon. I'll give you a preview of what we're going to be playing with today. We're going to be playing with the Lighter Than Air Suite, which is in the mini catalog on page 30. Oh my gosh, my eyes are blurry. 33. I'm good. You just popped up. Excellent. I'm glad I popped up. I never know. Sometimes I pop up, sometimes I don't. All right, shall we? Hi, Ellie. How are you? Okay, I'm just going to move this over to my workspace so that I can see you guys over here while I'm working. And I am going to just highlight. If I can get my mouse. There it is. There we go. So where we go, we're at our workstation and we are playing with Lighter Than Air. I'm playing with this because I have a class coming up on March the 9th. It is online, so it's at 10 a.m. on March the 9th on a Facebook group. But if you can't watch it live, we will be recording it and sending you the links so you can watch it either in the Facebook group or on YouTube, whichever you prefer. So let me show you what's the class is all about. We're going to be using the hot air balloon stamps and the coordinating dies. You will need these if you want to create the projects as we present them. There's going to be 4 cards, so 4 designs. You're going to get the materials to make 2 of each. So you're going to make 8 cards altogether. Okay. So you will want to buy this. If you purchase the bundle, you're going to get a bonus and a deal, and you can read about it in my registration page, all the things. But what everyone's going to get is, kind of mess this up. Let's see here. Ooh, we're going to get half a package. Just going to grab my half a package. Sorry, stretching across half a package. There we go. Of the Lighter Than Air Designer Series paper. It's cut to 6 by 6. That's how it comes. And you're going to get 24 of these sheets. So 2 of each of the ones that I'm showing you. Okay, so they got some really great designs. I love this paper with all the balloons on it. And then we've got the other side. Okay, so you're going to get 24 of those as part of your kit. You're going to get a full package of rainbow adhesive back dots. Oh, I seem to have frozen. There we go. Adhesive back dots. So you're going to get a full package of that. And you're going to get a full package of the Baker's Twine. So there's 3 different colors. And we're going to mail those to you. Okay? And you're going to get the kit to make 8 cards. All right? Okay. So let's get started on today's project. So in addition to using the hot air balloon dies, I'm also using the Bright Skies bundle. I'm using the dies because there's some really cool clouds. And what's really cool is there is a free product that coordinates with the Bright Skies. So let me show you that. That's the Celebration. We are Sunny Days DSP. So we've got this. This is one of the pages. This is all I've got left of this pattern. But look at these other patterns. Aren't these pretty with the flowers? Love these. So when you purchase $60 worth of product, you can pick this as your freebie. I love all these colors and all these designs and patterns. Okay, so that's one side. And then the other side is more of a muted side, but they will work beautifully with the Bright Skies bundle. And if you buy the Bright Skies bundle, you can get that one for free. You can pick it as one of your freebie. Okay. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to start with a piece of basic white. I like to use the thick, basic white thick. Hi, Judy. Hi, Barb. Oh, I'm so glad you've caught me live today. Keisha, you like the dots, but you find mine don't stick as well as others. Do you know what's really funny? Is I find the dots are fine. But you know the embellishments, the lightning and stars? I have a heck of a time getting them to stick. So I have to use like a flat glue dot. So I get what you're saying. I haven't had any problems with the dots, but the lightning ones I have. Okay, so we've got an 8.5 by 5.5. We've scored it at 4 1/4 and we've creased it. And like I was saying, I like to use the thick as my card base. So it's thicker than the regular basic white. It just gives it some substance for holding all the elements. And then I've taken one of those pieces of designer series paper from the Sunny Days, the freebie, the free DSP. And I've cut a piece of this to 4 by 5 1/4, and it's got all the clouds on it, which are so cute. So let's just glue that right onto our card front here. There we go. Okay. Since I've moved my office upstairs, I can hear the kids getting out of school, walking down the street, screaming at each other. But anyway, you can't hear it, so it's okay. All right, so let's do some stamping and some die cutting. So I'm going to grab a piece of basic white scrap here, which is just the regular weight. I've got got this one here. I'm actually going to use this one and this one, okay? So I've got Fresh Freesia and Gorgeous Grape. So let's go ahead, ink that up. So I've got Gorgeous Grape, and then I love Gorgeous Grape, and then Fresh Freesia. So this is a 2-step. I'm going to just add this inside the other 2. There we go. Perfect. Now, I'm also going to do it the opposite colors, okay? So I forgot to get my, I was going to say my squeegee. I forgot to get my cleaner moistened and ready to go. So I'm just going to use a wipe right now. I'm going to wipe those down because I want to change the colors. Okay, so instead I'm going to go with Fresh Freesia as the big part of the balloon and Gorgeous Grape as the inside of my balloon. Now I'm going to be cutting this out with the die cut, so it doesn't matter if it's not straight. There we go. Okay, so that's the same color, just different pattern. Okay, or different, you know what I mean, same idea, just mixing up the colors. Okay, so let's cut this out. I'm going to need the large die that coordinates. So here we go. Oh, hi Mo, how are you? That's the wrong one. Interesting. I don't know why I thought it was the big one. It's the little guy. That's better. Now, whenever I'm cutting out, you guys who follow me and or watch lots from me, I like to use repositionable tape. So this isn't sticky tape. This is just to hold things in place. I kind of messed that one up, so we're going to stamp that one again. Because we can. I'm just going to hold that in place. Grab our Stamp and Cut, our little mini Stamp and Cut machine. Now here's the tip. I use plate number 3 and then plate number 2. The instructions say to use plate number 1, which is the white one, but I don't like it. It doesn't grab every time for me, and I like using the gray one. Okay, so I'm just going to put that on my platform. You can see that. Here we are. I'm also at the same time, since I got to cut a few of my, I'm going to be cutting a few clouds. Let's just run some of them through at the same time because I'm going to have to do this more than once. So I've grabbed some of the clouds from the hot air balloon, and I've grabbed the other larger clouds are from the Bright Skies dies. Okay, so I'm using 2 die sets here. And there is my plate number 2 that goes on top. There we go. Let's just send that through. There we go. Okay. It's one balloon. That works. And there we go. And I've got my little clouds. Grab those. My big cloud. If they get stuck, there's little indents or little circles you can just press and it will release your die. Okay. I also have noticed somehow my die went missing. So we'll just have to work somewhere here on my table. It's just not where it ought to be. These things happen. Okay, and move that up. I don't know where my other little guy went. He'll show up just as I finish my card, right? Like, isn't that always the way? There we go. Okay. So I'm just cutting a bunch of these out. Different shapes. I might not use them all, but we'll have them in case we want to. And then I just found my other little cloud that just went flipping and flying over there. So there we go. And put that through. And you want to make sure that these are lined up. And go through, if you line up the plates, they'll go through with this sandwich. Okay. How are you guys doing today? Is anybody stamping today? But you are, Keisha. Usually good for stamping during the day. What's your favorite time to stamp, you guys? Sometimes, I used to, years ago when I first started stamping, I preferred to stamp at night. And then, now I stopped working at about 4 o'clock every day. That's about it for me. What about you guys? Some of you are night owls. I know my sister is. I'm going to go back and we're going to redo this one. I didn't like the way it turned out. So we're going to use the Gorgeous Grape. Hope that it works this time. Gorgeous Grape. I love that. Look at that beautiful color. And then we're going to use Fresh Freesia. So we'll just line that up a little bit better than I had done originally. Oh, that's way better. Okay. I wanted to show you guys something before I forget. Check out my watch. Oops, can you see? It's hot air balloons. Isn't that fun? Oh, I haven't come back. I seem to be freezing at home. I hope I'm not freezing for you guys. I love the colors in these hot air balloons. I'd have to make a card that looks like it. Okay. And again, we're just going to put that through. Grab. While I'm doing that, I might as well. And I'm sorry if I'm sniffing, you guys. Did I tell you that I broke my nose? I might have told you that I broke my nose. I think so. Well, when you break your nose, according to the ears, nose, and throat specialist, your nose runs as it's healing. I'm thinking, well, that's attractive. So I noticed in my last video the other day, I was sniffing and I didn't even know I was doing it. So my apologies, you guys. cutting out, just let me show you, I'm cutting out 2 little baskets. One out of Highland Heather and one out of Gorgeous Grape. I'm not sure why I didn't cut it out of Fresh Freesia, but whatever. It works. All those purples go together. You spent the morning cleaning and the afternoon crafting. That's good. That's sort of like a reward, isn't it? Like if you clean up, then you get a reward. And your reward is stamping. You started to stamp today. You've been making squares for, have you? How? Oh, you know, that's sad that you were doing a celebration of life, but it's also precious that you are, right? That's someone special. Okay, let's put all this away. So I'm going to just clang, clang, clang. Okay, I think that's all we've got to do. All right, let's look at our little, so cute. So they are opposite colors. And then I've got the Gorgeous Grape. So let's glue this on. And I'm just going to use my white glue just on that kind of the ropes. Because I want it to hang a little bit below. There we go. And then the same with this guy. Okay. Somebody said hello, someone on Facebook. So someone's watching on the Border Buddy Facebook group, but I can't see your name. You stamped during the day. So working on a couple of sympathy cards for 2 sisters. Oh, you know, those are the hardest ones to make, Cindy, aren't they? It's hard, but we find ourselves having to make a lot of them, don't we? So here's our clouds. So we got those bigger versions, right? Kind of going with this. We've already got the clouds in the paper. We're just kind of adding different clouds. I'm just putting these down, sort of deciding where I want them to be. This one here. I should have made 2 of those, but that's okay. Life is what it is. So this little guy here, I'm going to stamp. And I'm going to use Hang in There, which is from Stamps. Ooh, hang in there upside down. That would be funny, actually. Like you're barely hanging in there. So I'm going to stamp it in Gorgeous Grape. There we go. Hang in there. That's kind of going down here. So let me glue this down. Put it down here. Okay. And then these guys, I'm just going to glue them, because I want to pop up my balloons. So sometimes if you pop up too much, it's distracting. So you want to give it a little bit of dimension, but not so much everything's popped up. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. Can you see? These are the clouds that are already on the DSP, and then we just added these 3. Okay, let's grab our dimensionals. And I'm going to pop both of these balloons up. So that's where we're going to get our dimension from. I'm thinking here looks good. So we're just floating through the clouds there. And then this guy, we'll do the exact same thing. And we can go and cut some of those little edges off. Remember, always use the whole sheet of dimensionals. That's what makes our dimensionals so much better than others. Okay. Go. That. All right. It's a little bit onto that side, but that's okay. No biggie. And then let's add some more of the clouds, the little guys. Now these ones are from the hot air. So I'm going to put a little blue glue on this side, which is going to be on our balloon. But then I'm going to grab a mini dimensional because I want to pop it up on the other side. I'll show you what I mean. Just give me a sec here. Okay, so going to be gluing this one down and popping this edge up. That way this is as tall or as high as this. Okay, so this is matching, and then this one has the lift to it. Does that make sense? Am I making sense, you guys? Do you know what I'm talking about? Hope so. Put some more clouds here. And then I think we'll do one more. Let's see, where am I going to put this one? Probably put this up a little high, but that's okay. So again, I'm going to put my glue on the right side, and I'm going to put the dimensional on the left side because it's going to be hanging off the side of the balloon, and we want it to be popped up so it doesn't just flop around. Looks good. Okay, and then you can add, you know, we could add some more if we wanted. Maybe I'll add one. You know, sometimes you want to just look at the balance of a card. I'm a little bit over onto this side, so that's okay. We'll just put one there, and I think that's enough. Sometimes you just have to stop. All right, then I'm going to add some of this fun baker's twine. This is lemon lolly. So we'll tie a little bow, make it a bit smaller. I always tie my ribbons or my thread on, and it's still on the actual bolt here, because that way, oops, that was a bit messy, I can trim it off and not waste anything. I almost cut my finger there. I was reminded at the time, oh, it's a long time ago. I was doing a video and I was using hot glue. I have no idea why I was using hot glue at the time, but I was, and I got some on my finger, and you know, hot glue doesn't start to burn until a couple of seconds after it's on your skin. Oh, that was ugly, ugly. Okay, now you can just use glue dots. Now, you know, you guys, I have a preference for my paper pumpkin glue dots. They are the best. They're flat. They are the best. And I wish Stampin' Up! Would sell them as an item. They could just call them, I don't know, flat or paper pumpkin glue dots. They are the best. Okay, so there we go. And then we can add some of our little dots. Thanks, Ellie. I do too. Hi, Marilyn. Sure would want to be in your balloon, scared of heights, and it looks like a pretty windy day. Hi, Sue. I love purple too. Oh, hi, Sue. Nice to see you from the U.S. I'm trying to remember what state you're in, Sue. This is our next class, Sue. You're coming, right? Got you on the list. Okay, so I'm going to grab the fresh freesia, the big one here, and I think I'm going to balance it off by putting it down here. Let's add some, I think this is kind of balmy blue or pool party. Maybe not. Maybe this is, but whatever. We're adding this. And let's add a lemon lolly, because that'll tie us into the lemon lolly. And move all of this. The lemon lolly dots. Okay, so that's our card. This is the one that I did in preparation for today. Okay, so we've got those. So they're pretty simple. I think this one I had definitely put over further, but it's fine. It works. It's super cute. Now, I know I've shown you some other cards, but I'm going to show you them again because I want to get you excited about our class. Okay, so here's some other samples using lighter than air. This is the one we did on Sunday. So I just used the DSP, and then we used the basic borders to create the clouds, which is really cute. This is one that my sister made and sent me, and I have to remind myself how she did this, but it's got a little surprise. So when you pull it, it comes out. Isn't that cute? Hang in there, just a note to lift you up. She sent this to me for a get well because I've been sick. Isn't it pretty? I love the way she used the DSP and then she used that nice embossing folder too. So that was fun. And then we've got this one. I didn't show you this one the other day, but my sister Mo made me this one too. So if you live in Toronto, my sister Mo is a demonstrator. Love this. This is the paper. She's cut out from the paper. And wait till you see the inside. Just a sec, I'm gonna get you all excited. But I love this fold. And then check this out. Oop. It's like a double. It's like a double Z. Double Z. Double Z, depending on where you're from. Canada, we're double Zs. So she's used the two balloons from the designer series paper, and then she's also used it on the back of this. I love how she's used the stitched shape dies to create the 3 panels. Can you see that? Let me hold that up. Hopefully you can. So these are the stitched dies. And then she's left this one for you to write your message. Isn't that great? I love that. Look how it looks on this side. Love that. I showed you this one the other day. I liked it because it's got a different color combination. That's that Blueberry Bliss with the petal pink. And if you haven't thought of that color, I think it goes beautifully. What else can I show you? I can't show you my cards from my class. That would be bad. Oh yeah, I've shown you this one. But in case you're new and you haven't seen it, here is the Twist and Pop. And that's using lots of the products that we use today. We're using the Bright Skies bundle, the Sunny Days free designer series paper. So you want to grab that when you can. We've got the hot air balloons. We've got a lot going on here. Okay. We got more balloons on the front. Okay. So hopefully that gives you an idea of what we're doing at our class. So let me go back over here. Here's our card for today. There we are. Good, good, good. Yeah. Okay. Yes, the double Z is so great. Isn't that a great design? I was going to use it in my class. That's why I didn't show it to you the other day. But I used another card my sisters sent me. Both of them, actually. Ellie and Mo had sent me a Get Well card, and I used their layout, and I just changed it up a bit. Yes, you're coming. Oh, West Virginia. That's where you are. I just want to sing the John Denver song. You know, the West Virginia country roads. All right. They call them PPDs. They could call them PPDs. I think I've got everybody here. Somebody said hello earlier on Facebook, but I can't see your name. So I'm not sure who that is. Hi, Diane. You're here. That's good. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Judy. Thanks for coming. All right, troops. I will see you again on Sunday. Time flies between our lives, don't they? So I'll see you Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I don't think I'm going to be doing a lighter than air. I'm going to switch to something else. So I'll see you then for a surprise. I have no idea what I'm going to make. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks so much. Bye for now. Happy stamping.